A few weeks ago, Andy bought this BMW X3 for only £1,000 to use as his new daily. Because it's a daily, we thought we'd spend some time doing a bit of maintenance. We then put a bit of time into making it look much better. And now, in this final video, our plan is to make it so good that we never have to think about it again. That's what we want from a perfect daily. Fire and forget. Do it once, do it right. Let's go.
Right then. Currently, I am stoked on this thing. I love it. But I know what I'm like, and I've probably got 2 weeks of buzzingness left in it. So I want to do the final few maintenance things so I don't have to ever touch this thing again.
And over the last few weeks, Andy has made a little list of all the last bits he wants to sort.
Basically, a few people have told me things to make these extra reliable, so I've got a few of those things to do. A couple of little noises that are annoying me, and I've got MOT coming up soon.
I am super stoked to say that we have partnered up with eBay to film this video and to sort all the parts out for Andy's X3.
We've been using eBay since I was in year 7. Isn't that mad? And now,
what was that, 35
yeah, last century, something like that, yeah. We've got all our parts from them, which we do anyway, and we're gonna make this thing a fire and forget vehicle. This is what Andy does. He'll be stoked on it for about a month, and then never think about it again.
Yeah, which is what I want. That's what daily is to me.
First things first, there is a horrible noise coming from up here. It's like a ticking noise. And we have diagnosed it to be
crank pulley.
Yeah.
Which this was one of those things that everyone said to me to do.
Yeah.
Because they're rubber bushed and they go bad and come off.
They basically separate from themselves, don't they?
Yeah.
And then what happens when that happens?
I don't want to know.
Yeah. Your belts just go everywhere.
A weight this big smashes around your engine bay.
Well, how much do you reckon that weighs?
Too much.
Oh my God.
Imagine that bouncing off. So yeah, worth doing.
Oh mama.
Yeah.
This is our brand new crank pulley, and to get this, we just went onto eBay and typed in crank pulley. Along the top here, you can see my cars are already saved, so we're just going to click on Andy's X3, and using eBay Assured Fit, it'll only show us the parts that fit that car. If you don't have a car added yet, just click on Add a Vehicle, whack your reg in, and there you go. This is the crank pulley we went for, and it arrived within a few days, and it is ready to go.
Just for reference, this is the crank pulley we pulled off the M57, which is basically the same engine. Look at all the cracks. Crack, crack. I'm kind of dreading this.
Yeah.
How are we meant to get to it? We're not mechanics. We just like building like project cars and doing all that sort of stuff. It's when you got to do a real life mechanic job on a real life daily that you realise we suck. We're not mechanics.
Take this bit off there and have a look at, see if we can get to the pulley.
There he is. How do we undo that?
Just going to take the engine cover off so I can take this like air intake thing off to give us as much room as we can. And then
we'll cry.
I'd imagine that this job would be pretty simple if you had the correct tool. And guess who doesn't have the correct tool? This is what it looks like. It's not even that expensive. Do I regret not ordering it? Yes. So we're going to have to figure out some other way to get this undone.
So, we don't have the tool to hold the crank. So, we're going to try and let the belts hold it. Yep, that doesn't work. We always think, don't we? We're like, we'll be able to do that, no worries. Like, don't worry about the tool. And then you get to it and you realise tools exist for a reason. Do you remember that time we did it with the Jesus bolt on the M60?
Oh, the memories.
It took like half a day to make. We could have just bought it.
Next thing on the list to try is we're just going to ram a long bar in there and see if we can, like, you know, lever it off and hold the teeth.
I tried locking it off with a bar, snapped a tooth straight off. So,
A little bit shiny.
see that?
Yep.
So I rang Jack and he goes, oh yeah, I've just got the lock off tool. It's just at my house in the garage.
One quick drive to Jack's later, and we're going to see if he has the tool.
About to see the Polo. We did a night on this the other night and got it up and running. So this thing runs now.
No way.
Sick! Yeah!
Ooh, hello.
Yeah. This is Jack's. Jack's had this longer than I've known him, and he's never driven it. It's always been a project, and it's so close now.
Said in the cupboard, but
Oh, combination spanner set there.
no. So the tool that he said isn't the tool that he said.
So that was a waste. For no reason.
He shot see Jack's Polo, kind of cool.
All right, 1 hour later, complete waste of time. Back to the drawing board.
We have a plan. So we're just going to lock off the flywheel because there's a little inspection hole up here.
Up in there, there's the flywheel. Yeah.
I'm just going to literally pop this against the flywheel, which you've seen, and then hopefully Bob can get up on the step ladder and try and undo that crank pulley because it shouldn't spin now.
All right, I'm on. Oh, baby. That's got some tension on it. Nice. Ready?
Yeah.
That's it.
Does that undo it?
Yep.
Yes!
Get in.
Done.
So next up, now we've loosened that, we got to take off the belts.
So, snapped, cut, AC belt, main accessory belt.
Have a look at what she looks like there.
Old one out. Which doesn't look too bad. Doesn't look awful.
Hey, preventative maintenance.
So, the one we've pulled out doesn't look horrendous, and I don't think it's the source of the noise. But, like Andy said, it's preventative maintenance. At least it's a bit of peace of mind. We know we've done it. And whilst we're replacing the pulley, we're also going to do the belts.
2.075 meters long. So that is big dog. Do you want to check? Hey! There you go.
Same length.
Sick. eBay short fit, ladies and gentlemen.
So, we got the new aux belt. We've also got a new AC belt, just in case. Again, we found this on eBay using a short fit. This is the one we got. Arrived within a few days, and it's a great quality belt. You can see the old one we took off is not great. She's got a bit of fraying, and it's definitely worth replacing whilst we're here.
Right, fresh pulley. We've got a fresh bolt from BMW, and this is going on. Oh, nice.
Belts on.
She's on.
Fresh crank pulley, all installed. We've got a new bolt in there, and it's all torqued up. So, we'll get the belts on, and we're done.
Belt's back on.
The main belt is back on.
Look at that. Pulley's on. Belts are on.
Yeah.
It goes around there. But give that AC one a spin.
I don't know if you can pick that up on camera, but that is so loud.
Yeah, it's
and
bad.
I thought it was just the, like, something else. I just started the engine with that belt off it, and it sounds like a bloody sewing machine. And, by the way, the AC doesn't work anyway, so... For an M47, that is like, you're only hearing that, but
That's good.
so you know what we're gonna do? Leave that belt off and have no AC.
One job done.
Yeah, put that back together. Next job.
Right, next job. When we were under it, I did a little inspection and noticed that there was some pretty floppy things going on under there. You said you had some clunks, didn't you?
Yeah.
Some little knocks when you're driving. These are your drop links. They attach your suspension to your anti-roll bar. If these ball joints go, which they do, you get like front end clunks, and like you can feel it when you're going over potholes and stuff. And it's like dun dun dun, and it's like makes horrible noise. And they're pretty cheap to replace. So
let's replace them.
We're gonna replace them.
Quick little search for drop links on the eBay app that I'm using. We're going to select the vehicle, Andy's X3, and they're all going to pop up. These are the ones we got. We had to buy left and right, and now they're here. What a crazy world we live in.
Boot on that one split. They're not mad like loose, but like that split is probably clunking
Pretty loose actually.
That is pretty loose, yeah.
We have got fresh drop links in the silver.
eBay short fit.
Old one, new one. I can like barely move that, so that's a nice like tight ball joint. So that is going to feel good. You're gonna love that. Yeah. Then we'll clunk to the front end.
So we're going to quickly do the other side, and what we realised is the other side is definitely worse.
This is the one I tested. Yeah, this side's worse. Oh. I reckon that was your knock.
Yeah. It did feel like it was driver's side to,
Yeah.
this side.
And it's rusty.
And it's different to
And
the
it's
other
different, yeah. So these are the two old ones. So I reckon this one must have gone at some point and replaced it, because this one definitely feels better than that one.
one. Yeah, it had a split in it, but besides that, it felt good.
Yeah, guess what?
Woo! Fresh.
Drop links. Done.
Next on the job is arguably, I think, could be the most commented one, was change your transfer box oil, because apparently these are very sensitive and you need to regularly change it. Have no idea when the last one was changed. So got BMW DTF1. Apparently it has to be a very specific oil.
This has got X-Drive. X-Drive is quite fussy, right?
Very fussy, yeah.
Yeah, this is all new to us. So yeah, everyone said, just for peace of mind, change transfer box oil. These are the types of jobs which is like, I wouldn't say they're boring, they're essentials. These are the types of things that you wake up at 3 a.m. going, oh, I forgot to change my transfer box oil.
I know what you're thinking, and this is from BMW, so we must have got it from BMW, but you'd be wrong. We got it from eBay. They do everything. Let's get it in.
If I was a betting man, I would say that this thing was your transfer case, and if I was also a betting man, I'd say that was your fill hole and that was your drain hole. What do you reckon to that?
I reckon that's a great bet.
Scooby-Doo. What's that, engine oil?
Doesn't smell like it.
It's a shake well before use. Okay, definitely not the same colour that came out. Really? Oh, it stinks! That smells worse than what came out. It looks better, smells worse.
Oh, is it diff or smell? Is it diff or smell? Because I don't want to smell it. It's my worst.
It's kind of worse. You just threw that on me!
Oh no. Freshly on smoke.
Sucky, sucky.
Got it? Expensive all that is.
Yep, she's full.
Yeah.
Yeah. Transfer box oil. You feel good?
Amazing.
Next up on the list, we have some winter essentials and also the dumbest thing you can ever fail an MOT on.
We bought a wiper kit because your MOT is due in a couple of months, but we're tempted just to get it done whilst we know the car is mint.
You know the reason as well is because it's absolutely caning it down water at the moment,
Yeah.
and these are rubbish. Oh god. Yes.
Wipers, done. Instant job. Instant satisfaction. Satisfaction.
Rhea, come on.
You want to do that rear, mate?
Don't mind me about. Oh, they've got that now. Fresh bosh.
Next small thing on the list are number plates. These ones aren't too bad, but they always seem to rot from the top down. So you can see these ones are starting. Number plates always make a car look better.
Freshies. Do you know what that is? That is Reg Vibe.
That is actually fresh.
Very fresh.
Nice.
Look at that. If you don't know, you do not have to go and get plates made up in town. Just buy them on eBay, put your reg in, and then it can make your car look fresh. From here.
What's going on?
What's the plan? Do you want to get rid of this?
Yes.
I'm right here anyway, I'm about to do it. He wants to debadge the X3. I can't remember if this is a toffee wheel for getting rid of like paint adhesive or if it's a thing ready for getting rid of paint.
God, we'll know in a minute. Just off.
Pretty good.
Just giving it a general wipe down.
That's it. Crank pulley done, belt done, transfer box oil done, 2 drop links done, plates, wipers done. We're MOT ready. We've fixed some annoying things that...
Yeah, I'm so happy.
Yeah.
All right, so I did have something quite funny planned for the end of this video. Andy's gone on holiday and I have taken his car to get remapped, unbeknownst to him. But annoyingly, there is an issue with his car.
Did you hear that then? Started going up and then just went meow. I don't know, no codes on the computer, no codes on the dash, no actual limp mode, but it's killing all power. Boost is problem. It's the boost? Yeah. Boost pressure target. Yeah. Actual. Oh.
Boost pressure target is 2,300, so that's what it's trying to get to, but at 3,000 RPM, the only thing it can do is 1,000. Bearing in mind that's atmospheric pressure, so that basically means the turbo is doing nothing.
So you reckon turbo actuator?
Most likely, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because if it was the full-on turbo failure,
It'd be all the time.
it'd be all the time.
Yeah.
So I've had a look for some turbo actuators, and we're gonna have to order one of them, but won't be here in time to get this video out, so that'll have to be on the next one. Annoyingly, Andy's car can't get mapped, but we'll take it for an MOT. And this boost problem only really happens when you're on full chat, so it's still drivable.
All right, so one last problem to solve, but we'll do that in the next one. But other than that, the X3 is ready to be a daily. It's maintained. We fixed a few issues. We've made it look better. So yeah, Andy's buzzing, we're buzzing. Huge shout out to eBay for sponsoring this video.
And don't forget about the MOT offer they've got going on. 20% off MOT parts until the 30th of April.
Click on the link in the description, have a browse at the parts, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.